Welcome back to Brew to You Models. As you can probably, those who have been watching my videos, you can probably see I changed it around a bit, facing that way. Camera's right in front of me. That way, if I were to ever, show you how I was doing something, I could just turn this and move you down and show you. Plus the microphone is a little bit closer. That way you can hear me better, hopefully. So, as the thumbnail suggests, that was next in line after the Stall del Camino build, which was the Foxy box, but I was going to put up inspirational photo here, make it a overlander, and I had drawn a picture also of what that would look like. That's colored in with pencil crayon. I don't have colored markers to do that, but hopefully you can see the detail. It's going to have one of those swing arm tailgate deals with the spare tire. Custom front bumper. I had started going to make the top part, the extension on the roof. Going to make the rack on the top. All out of this, the Foxy box. I had started, cut it open, was getting ready to start to build that piece. It's here. Let me tilt you up a little bit. So yeah, that, and I was going to make, I had started out with got the frame started, make it a fuel cell, water tank with a little spigot. It's not very big. I realized I should probably make a bigger one. I think that's what it was going to be. Can't remember. Propane cylinder. Scratch about that out of pictures I seen online. Not too shabby. The black and gray water, or I forget what they're called, but that would have went thusly. Actually, thusly. There would have been a shower on the back, on the inside, so that would have been going right here. The bathroom area would have been in this area. Propane cylinder would probably be going here somewhere, roughly. This would have been here. And while that got started, and one of two bumpers I had got started. I believe I was going to be going with this one. I think I don't like this open part. Plus, somehow the plastic warped. It's got a frown. So yeah, we would have been going with this one, which would have went roughly with the roll bar coming up, and the lights and the winch inside here. And this was the back. Would have had that rack coming up off of it. Swing arm deal. Whole bunch of these for 4 links. Would have went like that to the axle, which has all the provisions for the 4-link built in. Like this, somehow, like that. Yeah. And I would have been using the tires, and these are the axles from the Deserter pickup I want to get that camo one in 1/24. It's got a whole bunch of accessories with it, but that all got put on hold because of a certain movie that came out, and I believe you know which one that it is. Being as this channel is pretty much obsessed with it. It's of course Corvette Summer, and so now this is the update for that. So first we'll start with the chin spoiler. This is chin spoiler number 3. I had built it twice before. Each time I had made it too narrow. Angle it down again. I have to tape this in place. It's easier to work with without moving it around. Yeah, so each one I made too short this way, because you got to have a certain amount of protrusion, or not protrusion, it's got to have a point to it, and it's got to be roughly halfway between the edge of this to the tip. Your point's got to come up about roughly halfway from what I've seen in the movie, and I've researched it extensively. Also, I primed it, which showed all the flaws, which I had to go back over and fix the flaws. Primer shows all the flaws. Same with the back. In here. And so that's this part. The reflector, I was talking about how I had to wait for Easter to be over so that I can get bike reflectors at the cheap stores, and I can't find them anywhere else. So I did. So they went back on. I just screwed up. I pressed pause and then I pressed stop, so I'm starting over, but I'm not starting all the way over again. So the reflectors, you may notice, are a lot smaller than this. So I'm screwed. Unless I can find reflectors somewhere same size as that. I'm not going to be going online just looking for bicycle reflectors. I'm going to be looking wherever I go, you know, around my area till I find them. And if not, well, this is what I'm going with, I mean, which, you know, it's not that bad. It's actually pretty good. Get it to fit in there properly. There. I think I'll be going with this anyway. So that's that dilemma kind of solved. The paint, oh yeah, something else I learned watching the movie was that this spare tire carrier or cover has got to go, and I'm going to have to show pics here of the tank that I got to put in. I'm going to scratch build the tank that goes there using these pictures. So all that's got to come out, and it's got to be shortened, because when the reflector's inside, there's that much space. I already trimmed some off, but it's not enough. I got to trim some more. So when the reflector's in, because it's this thick. So yeah, that's got to go, and I got to build that from scratch. The paint experiment, right? So let me put this here. Yeah. Boom. So this is one of the scoops that I made before that was wrong. I tend to make things a lot out of expensive plastic before I realize what I have to do. But this one is just like on this one. I made it to these specifications, but it's too wide. I was looking at the movie, and there's a ratio between the width of here and these, and it on this part here is too wide. But I figured that out too late because I made this one, and it's the same as that. So I put this aside. I don't know what I was going to do with it, but this is the one I made, obviously. But this one's narrower. I think this is 14. Let me look. Yeah, 14 wide, and this one's 12. Took 2 millimeters off, narrowed it. And these, I believe, are the same. 6, yeah. But it just had to be that much narrower, and I looked at several spots in the movie to get that. So that's as accurate as I think it is. But anyways, the paint. So what we have here, I'm looking for, what I'm going for is something warmer than this, what's on this, because it's got kind of a purplish mauve deal going on. And that's what you get with the Tamiya. That's what this is. So this is one coat. It's got the primer, then it's got the coat of gold, the Sunburst Gold Metallic from Duplicolor. One sec. So it's starts off with the primer, right? I use this stuff. I switched over from Tamiya, and Mr. Color, I believe, has a primer that I was using, and I'm switching over to Duplicolor Automotive spray paints. So it's got one coat of that, and then one coat of the Duplicolor Sunburst Gold Metallic, and this stuff applied with this. It's not traditional, but I don't know where to get sprayable, airbrushable gold flake. What this is body glitter. I got it off Amazon. I was looking and this is the only thing I could find that I could use. So you spray down the gold, give it a coat, and while it's wet, instantly you spritz it with a couple of these, a couple spritz of that, and then the clear red I use. So I use that for 2 spoons, right? These two. So the clear red for this one is the Tamiya clear red over the gold flake. What I did though was one coat of clear before I put the clear red, and I used Duplicolor's clear for that. And then the Tamiya. And all this was a day of setting, off-gassing before I did anything. So I did the primer, day, wet sanded it, let it dry. Oh yeah, primed it, let it dry a day, sanded it, cleaned it, um, hit it with the gold, let it golden the flake, let it dry a day, hit it with the clear, let it dry a day, and then hit it with the clear red. That's how it went with all these. But this is what this is, right? You tell them I'm new at this. And on the other one, this one, which is I think closer to what the actual car is, more of a poppy red. It's a warmer type red, and that's Mr. Color. Everything else is the same except for the clear red. There's a coat of clear, 2 coats of clear at the end, and it's kind of smooth. If I were to wet sand it and hit it again with a clear, it'd be nice and smooth. So yeah, that's what I'm going with the Mr. Color clear red, and I believe it'll look a lot better, more realistic, the real car anyway. While I was at it, the reason I painted this was because of the pinstriping that's on the car. That it's hard to notice unless you're really looking. You got pinstriping all on these, going around each one of these. You got pinstriping going all around this. You got, I'll use this one, pinstriping. I'll be showing pics every time I'm showing, every time I'm mentioning areas, all along that and all along this, around the sails and at the front of the roof line. There's a pinstripe. I believe that's it. I hope that's it. I've been looking, pretty sure it's it. So I got to do that. So I was experimenting with thin, very thin pinstriping, taking off from tape, using this stuff, and using my straight edge and a X-Acto, you know, laying some down, and taking my straight edge and cutting it really thin, and apparently seems to work. So that's what I'm gonna do. Now at first I couldn't tell if it was just because of the way the light was shining through. The clear red is highlighting on the edges the gold underneath, but different angles of the different screenshots of the car shows that it's not. It's an actual, just like on the hood, there's an actual pinstripe that goes around here and around this. There's also pinstriping around these. Each one of these has pinstriping on the edge, outer edge, surrounding edge. So I got to do that. What else have I done? I've made the frame for here, and I made the posts, and I puttied it, smoothed it out, both sides. What else? Oh yeah, the exhaust ports on the fenders. I'll be showing pictures on screen here about that. But I'm going to cut them out and then fill all this in with putty. But I laid out where I got to cut from watching the movie and measuring and going from this one and the other one I got and all of them, and the closest I can get to the movie is the way it is here. So these are going to be cut out. But it's a tail of 2 vent slots. On one side it looks like this. The front one, or the back one, is on an angle going down like that, and it's thin up top here, and this one's more or less almost square. But on this side, it's the front one that comes down on an angle. You'll see and pick here for this side, which is the weird one, I think. No, this side. Pick for this side, and pick for this weird one on this side. It comes down on a weird angle here, but I'm going to do it like it is. So that's the way it is. That's the way I'll cut it. And there's something about the exhaust too, but I'll get into that when I'm making it. Yeah. That's the thing with movie cars. It's not exact on either side. It's like the way I made this. I screwed that up nicely. And the chrome is faded because of handling it so much. I didn't clear coat it, but I'll be clear coating this one. And there's something else about that too. It's ceramic till it gets to here, and then there's a where it's spliced together, and it's chrome from then on. But here, these joins on the actual car, I'll show a pic. Those will be interesting making. The chin spoiler, like I said, that was fun, but it's ready to go on. Glued in place and made solid, and then that'll be it for this. It'll be making these, filling in this, and then cutting out the doors one at a time to make the door sills. And I'll do that with the interior in place. That way I can, that's why, yeah, there. It's a little difficult with this thing in place. There. No, there we go. So, yeah, I'll take one door out at a time. I'll temporarily glue this in place. I made center lines from where the axle is, where the center of the wheel is. There's a line on the inside of that frame. I don't know if you can see it, and I can line it up with the center of the wheel opening. Temporarily glued in place, and then cut out that and make the door sills one at a time. And once one's in, and I let it dry for a couple of days, make it all nice and solid, that way I can move over to the other side, and I don't have to worry about it popping open on me, and I don't have to make such a huge apparatus inside to hold everything together. I fixed this here. This was a little too, went from those pictures, that latest video I put out with all the pictures, it looks like it's cut here and then straight. Well, that's the way I cut it out, but I rounded it out so that it's more or less in the center is where it starts going straight again. So this is pretty round right here. Probably see it better on this one. You get to the center of the, and then it starts going up. So I think that's pretty much it for this video. The next video, since will be, I believe, when I quit making the Overlander, well, I didn't quit, I'll go back to it eventually. I have other projects that I want to go back to first, that I put on pause because of this friggin' obsession. The victims of obsession. So I started making this car after I put the Overlander aside, and then after I had this one built, I'll go to that model, because I built, I believe, yeah, one, maybe two after I built this, and then I built something else that complements this one. So until then, see you then. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, share, and till next time, later.